Hi guys, today I will be sharing my take on how to make bibimbap. This is no way a traditional bibimbap, but I make it according to my liking. So we need 500 grams of beef. I'm using stir fry. If you use different types of beef, cut it thinly. This is the end of spring onions. I use 5 pieces. 1/4 teaspoon of pepper, 1 large onion, 2 small nashi pear. It must be nashi pear. That's really important. This is 3 tablespoons of soy sauce, 3 tablespoons of brown sugar, and sesame oil, half a tablespoon. We also need 6 cloves of garlic. So to begin, we're going to cut the onion lengthwise, thinly. To this, I'm going to add the 3 tablespoons of soy sauce and then the spring onions. This is the bottom part of the spring onions, the hard bits. Cut them in half. Then add this to the mixture. Half a tablespoon of sesame oil. 1/4 teaspoon of pepper. Now, this is the garlic. I use 6 cloves of garlic, 6 to 7 cloves of garlic. Now, I'm going to slice and peel the nashi pear. Nashi pear is really important to this recipe because it helps tenderize the beef. So, we're going to grate this. The enzyme of the nashi pear helps to tenderize the beef. But it must be nashi pear. Any other pear will not work. To this, we're going to add the brown sugar. At first, I added 2 tablespoons and then mix this. Because sometimes nashi pear is sweet, you don't need a lot of sugar. So it's important to taste this at this point. It needs a little bit more sugar, so I added the remaining 1 tablespoon of sugar. So all in all, it's 3 tablespoons of brown sugar. Now this is ready. We're going to add the marinade into the beef. And then we will let the beef marinade into the sauce that we made. Best overnight or at least half a day. Place this in the fridge. So this is now the next day, dinner time. So I've got 1.5 cups of spinach here. 2 carrots, 1 egg, 1 large zucchini, toasted sesame seed, salt according to your taste, and then sesame oil again. I am only going to assemble 1 portion, but with the vegetables, you can use this for 3 to 4 portions. Now I'm going to cut and julienne the zucchini, and same with the carrots. Just like this. To make cooking easier, I've got a gadget that I got from Daiso. This makes the work a lot faster. So cut the zucchini and the carrots into slightly long, thin strips. So, same thing we're going to do with the carrots. Just be careful with the grater. Now we're ready to stir fry the carrots and the zucchini. Going to blanch the spinach. So add a little bit of olive oil in a pot or in a pan. And then we're going to saute the carrots. We're cooking the carrot not for a long time. We don't want the carrots to fully wilt. So to this, I'm going to add a little drizzle of sesame oil and a drizzle of salt just to season this. And then we're going to transfer this into a pan. Next, same procedure with the zucchini. But with the zucchini, you're going to cook this really fast because they wilt pretty quickly. So once it softens up a little bit, drizzle a little bit of olive oil and sprinkle a little bit of salt. So we're going to season this with salt and a little bit of sesame oil. It only takes about a minute or a minute and a half to make this process. Now I'm pouring hot water into the spinach just to blanch this, and then I'm going to drain the water. Now I'm going to season this with a little bit of salt and a little drizzle of sesame oil again. Transfer into a bowl. Now we're ready to fry the beef. Sprinkle a little bit of olive oil, and then we're going to fry the beef. So again, I'm showing you just one portion. So cook this until the beef is cooked all the way through. Now I cook some rice. Now we're going to arrange our vegetables. The zucchini tends to get a little bit watery, but that's totally fine. So put carrots and zucchini on the side, followed by the baby spinach. By the way, you can put any vegetables that you like here. This is just a vegetable of my choice. And then on top of this, we're going to add our beef. I'm going to set this aside for a while. Cover this with a lid while I make the eggs. So I'm frying an egg. This one will go on top of the bibimbap. My frying pan is not good. The egg is sticking at the bottom. And to finish this off, we're going to drizzle a little bit of sesame oil and sprinkle a little bit of toasted sesame seeds. And if you have nori, you can add it on the side. And this is the finished product. I hope you give this a try. This is really good. You might think that there's a lot of process, but this is so easy to make. You can do this ahead of time. And just to show you what it looks like, you have to mix everything. But I'm only mixing half. You can use chili paste for this, the Korean chili paste. But for me, I'm just using hot sauce. This one, I'm adding hot sauce to this. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you do like and subscribe to my channel. I'll be putting more dinner recipes in the future video. So I hope you won't get tired of watching. And I hope this recipe helps. Thank you again, and I'll see you next week. Bye.